Good afternoon, everyone. Jonathan Davis here with Davis Autosports, presenting to you guys a gorgeous 2008 Lamborghini Gallardo Spyder. This is a Carfax certified guarantee car, flawless history, clean and clear title. Previously owned by a very good friend of mine since 2022. Before his ownership, it was a two-owner vehicle with over 30 service records on the Carfax report. Owned and serviced at Lamborghini in Atlanta, as well as Vegas. In my opinion, the best color on this Gen Gallardo. We have plenty of pictures of the top and the closed position. It's in great condition. This car has been with us for the last 2 to 3 weeks. We did a full true paint correction on the car with a 1500 grit sandpaper, worked all the way up to a 3000. We also did the headlights, full interior detail. Make sure to check out our website for a full service report on the car as well. Do have a couple very light scratches in this area if you look close enough, right there. Backup camera works perfectly. Car is also 100% original as far as exhaust, anything like that. You can see the paint on this car is absolutely beautiful. Both condition and color itself. Windshield is also, that's an original Lamborghini windshield. So we typically, when it comes to our exotics, we'll deal with mostly sort of what you see in the backdrop here, as well as the other part of our building. Mostly 20 and up, F8s, 720s, 765s, stuff of that nature. We typically don't get in cars of this age, but this, like I said, belonged to a very good friend of mine. He's owned it since 2020, has a huge car collection. He has appreciation for sort of this era Lamborghini products. And with that said, this car, as you see, it shows very well for the most part for the years. For the year, it does have 48,000 miles as well, so keep that in consideration. So there's, on the interior, there's a couple things that are a little bit normal, just wear, stuff that we typically wouldn't have on a car that we would go seek to sell. And I'll get into some of those things that if you want us to repair those at an additional cost, we will. So I just wanted to give that a heads up. The leather on the door panel, obviously, like all Gallardos, has the typical little wear issues, nothing coming off. That door panel overall is very good. Showed you the paint on the jambs earlier, very clean. The leather seats, while in good condition, do show their wear. Let me change the camera's kind of putting a different color. So iPhones, for some reason, have a tendency, that seat is a lot more orange. You can see the color of the door over there is actually the same color as this seat, but since we're focused on this, it wants to change the color and the aperture and the exposure. See, if I stand far back away, you can see that door panel is nice and orange, and then if I get up close to it, it'll start to turn more of a yellow color. For the most part, the wear is mostly on the seats. You do have your traditional stress lines. It's not through the leather. We can leave that the way it is. We have an upholstery department here. We can completely redo the seats at an additional cost, or a cheaper alternative is to re-dye the orange part of the seats where all the wear would sort of blend in. That's not a permanent thing. It's going to last a good while, but it's not the best solution. However, if you're looking for a nice exotic at a very fair price for what this car is, that's expected. And I can tell you, most Gallardos this age, this miles, show a lot more wear. The one really nice thing about the interior, it's got carbon absolutely everywhere. Carbon steering wheel, cluster bezel, gauge cluster, around the shifters, e-brake, lots of carbon throughout. But most importantly, the car drives great. It does not have the shrinkage on the leather on the dash like a lot of them do. Button on the e-brake is missing. There's a bezel that goes around here that is missing, and there's a bezel that goes around there that is missing. All small things, but we try to fully disclose. The R on the reverse is worn out, which is very common. Everything completely functions exactly as it should. Also have a carbon bezel on the glove box handle as well. All the buttons on the AC cluster are all very, very clean. The nav screen, as you see, is in perfect condition. And the top works perfectly as well. you see, the top works flawlessly, as does the front lift. All the power windows work perfectly. All the gauges are working perfectly. The tire pressure monitor light did come on earlier. We'll get that resolved as well.
hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have any questions, 855-955-3377. Thank you.